want to get your thoughts on this. There is a bizarre new Batman storyline that has the Joker becoming pregnant and giving birth. This is a statement you literally could not say 10 years ago, but this is the world in which we live now. Look, we've had comic book...
Okay, I have to pause it right here. And I'm going to let it go a little bit forward, so we pause it on this beautiful shot. We're talking about a comic book with superheroes. These characters sometimes have supernatural abilities, technology that isn't even real, and they're going to say that this is too unrealistic. A man can't get pregnant. How dare they do this? We're talking about a comic book. Like, if you think the least realistic thing about it is a man getting pregnant, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Now, as they go on to explain more details about this, it somehow gets even funnier because of the circumstances surrounding Joker's pregnancy. And how they're still outraged even after knowing that. So let's listen.
This very show saying no one is buying this drivel. So why, instead of reading the market and sort of stopping the woke garbage strategy, they're doubling down on woke?
No longer the Joker, now he's the woker, right? I mean, this is what we're dealing with at this point. Apparently he got pregnant because somebody that he is in opposition to cast a spell on him. So it's not like the Joker became transgender.
Did you get to this? Beautiful. So it's not like the Joker. This interpretation of Batman features the Joker, who's a trans man who got pregnant, and they're trying to drive home this point that trans men can get pregnant just like cis women. No, somebody cast the spell on the Joker, and that's how he got pregnant. So they are losing their minds. This is woke garbage. And again, I just have to take us all back to reality. We're literally talking about Batman. It's not real. Batman is not real. It doesn't exist. But only conservatives will find some way to be outraged about fictional characters. Does anyone remember the notorious rant from Megyn Kelly when she was apoplectic at the thought of Santa being black? And she was like, no, kids, Santa is white. Because in the event Santa were black, she wouldn't be able to handle it. Like, the value of Santa would be diminished entirely if his skin wasn't fucking snowy and pearly white. It's just, these conservatives, their logic is to even say that it's like juvenile would be an understatement, because there are children, like adolescents, who are more mature.
It seems like everything now has to be impacted, including comic books, which is like the ultimate escapism for children and even adults alike. But instead, as we've seen with Disney, as we've seen with so many movies, we have to go down this route where we inject this sort of stuff into what otherwise, usually used to be a safe zone. No longer the case. Ashley, Todd.
I'm sorry, but if
you want a safe space? You said safe zone, but sounds like code for safe space to me.
You saw those images. I mean, it's disgusting to me to see this. I mean, I understand it's a comic, but at the same time...
You see those disgusting images that we played like over and over again on the side as you talked about this? with somebody between Joker's legs delivering the baby, I guess through his booty hole. I don't know, the specifics of the curse that led to Joker being pregnant, but
like you said, Joe, it's every single place we turn to now. It's like we
Is she gonna cry?
Escape it.
And you talked about Randy Weingarten before with Dr. Sapphire, and as far as the teachers' unions and everything that has gone on since COVID began, and one thing that happened, for instance, in Florida was a law called the Parental Rights and Education Bill, which was
Don't say gay bill,
even though the word gay it wasn't in it whatsoever. But the bottom line is that as young as kindergartners are being taught about sexual orientation, gender identification, and Ron DeSantis said enough. All right, we're not dealing with this at that level with teachers teaching kids this.
I mean, okay, so if a kid shouldn't be taught about sexual orientation in kindergarten, how do you explain to them that you're their parents? You have a mommy and a daddy. That's heterosexuality. Is that not also teaching them about sexual orientation? But no, that's fine and anodyne. But if you say, hey, Timmy has 2 moms. That's teaching kids about sexual orientation. But I know that you're all thinking, this is so stupid, right? How could they possibly be more outraged at this than all of the other terrible things going on in the world? But it's going to get dumber. So there's something else that conservatives are outraged over. And believe it or not, it's actually dumber than Batman. Can anyone take a guess as to what is next? I see it in the chat already. I don't want to spoil it, but it's oh so good. So if you thought Batman went woke, wait until you get a load of M&Ms going woke. Oh, yes, you got that right. So M&Ms are set to release their first ever all-female character packages. So if you can look here, supporting women, flipping the status quo. So now all of the men M&Ms, they've been erased from this space. Now it's all female M&Ms. Now this marketing campaign is obviously corporate virtue signaling. If I'm going to get outraged about something though, it's not going to be this, just because like I want to know, I don't know who owns, is it Nestle or is it Mars? I don't know who owns M&Ms, but like how are they getting their chocolate? Are they getting that through slave labor? How are they treating their workers in the United States? Like, these are things to me that are far more outrageous than this banal marketing campaign that's just meant to virtue signal. It is Mars. Okay, yeah. But, of course, you know what happened. Just making this change last year, need I remind you, that Tucker Carlson was very angry that they redesigned the female M&Ms so that way they're less sexy. And Tucker Carlson was very mad about that.
The green M&M, you will notice, is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. Leading women do not wear sexy boots. Leading women wear frumpy shoes. The frumpier, the better. That's the rule. The other big change is that the brown M&M has, quote, transitioned from high stilettos to lower block heels. Also less sexy. That's progress. M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. That's the goal. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity. They've won.
But now Ben Shapiro's going to chime in, and he's going to take their bait. Like, oftentimes, I think that these companies, they'll purposefully do something like this because they know it's going to get a lot of attention, and they know that people are going to talk about it. And rather than just like doing the normal thing and ignoring it, Ben Shapiro is going to dive right in head first.
I was getting afraid there. I'm glad that at least some of these M&Ms will have nuts to represent the transgender community. So you have to ensure that some of the M&Ms are actual trans women. We wouldn't want these to be cisgender M&Ms. So good.
I mean, I don't know what article he's reading from here, but do we have confirmation that one of the M&Ms is trans? I mean, I just feel like I have to take it back to reality. We're talking about M&Ms, okay? I have to keep reminding myself of this just so I stay grounded, okay?
News. Some of the female M&Ms will in fact have nuts.
And you see, like, this video is 2 minutes long, so he's going to talk about this for a while, about how stupid it is, but you're playing it to their hand. They want you to talk about this shit, and you're doing it, dummy, so good job.
In a series of marketing moves M&M's has made to promote inclusivity. Its previous announcements involved the introduction of the purple female M&M, who represents body positivity and self-acceptance. Well, I'm sure M&M would love people to accept body positivity because you eat enough of them and you get fat. That is what they are. They are a candy. Early in 2022, Mars announced it would alter its mascots to reflect the more dynamic, progressive world we live in, saying the refreshed M&M's brand will include a more modern take on the looks of our beloved characters. So that's exciting. Mars Wrigley North America Chief Marketing Officer Gabrielle Wesley explained the move. Quote, women all over the world are flipping how they define success and happiness while challenging the status quo. So we are thrilled to be able to recognize and celebrate them. And who better to help us on that mission than our own powerhouse spokes candies, green, brown, and purple. Ah, so moving. So incredible.
I feel like that could be a good soundbite.
Green, brown, and purple. I'm
going to save that.
So moving. So incredible. So unbelievably stupid. So women, do you feel represented now? Because of the green, purple, and brown M&Ms on the M&M package that you're guzzling down lonely in your apartment with your wine and your cat?
That's the thing. It's like no serious person sees the M&Ms and like takes it seriously. They're just like, okay, M&Ms are trying to pander to women. It's not going to impact whether or not I buy M&Ms or not. I feel like I just have to stress, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, who cares? I refuse to believe that he cares this much. To even talk about it for 2 minutes, like, that's a lot. I'm getting exhausted just listening to him. But, like, there's no way you give a fuck about this, Ben. There's no way. I can't. I cannot believe that a grown man is this triggered by M&Ms. Look, they can straight up release M&Ms, full dick and balls hanging out. You can release fucking M&Ms spreading their assholes open. I don't care. It's candy. They're mascots. Who gives a shit? Holy fuck. I just don't get why every little marketing move that these corporations make, like, they're throwing crumbs to these conservative dipshits for the free PR, and they eat it up. They're like, stank on shit. They've got to be on it. Oh! Lucky Charms now has another rainbow marshmallow. Gotta flip out about that. I can't handle it. I cannot handle these fucking people.
How's that going for you? Amazing. But at least you feel represented. That's the important thing. Honestly, I'm mostly just happy because if it's an all-female M&M, I assume that it costs 77 cents on the dollar of what the regular M&Ms would cost, right? That's how this works. Also, do not ask the female M&Ms for directions. It's just not going to go particularly well. The corporate America, man, filled with morons. But
hilarious.
Until there are alternatives, this is what we're going to have to suffer with. So I suppose we're going to have to launch Jeremy's Candy or something to fight with the woke corporate American infrastructure.
Who's Jeremy? Is this somebody we should know about? Yeah, like he drops in some misogyny to try to be edgy, but he comes up with the oldest, lamest stereotypes in the book. I can't. Conservatives, I swear to God, be serious challenge for just 5 minutes, 2023. Can we do this? Can we try to pretend to be serious?
Hold up.
Wet. Ass P word.